Good evening. I would like to call to order the Guthrie Public Schools Board of Education regular monthly meeting for Monday, September the 8th, 2025. Roll call, please.
Pearson.
Here.
Schroeder.
Here.
Davis.
Here.
Gerard.
Here.
Husky.
Here.
Plagg.
Here.
Smedley.
Here.
Madam President, we have a quorum.
Thank you. Will you please stand while we say the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's pause for a moment of silence before we begin our meeting. Thank you. Okay, agenda item number 6, comments to the board by citizens registered to speak.
We have none.
Comments to the board by board members. Agenda item number 7, superintendent's report.
Thank you, Madam President. First of all, board members, you each have in front of you at your seat a brick from Cotterell Elementary, and that is yours to take home to remember the fun times of building a new school.
Nice.
And it really has been pretty fun. But
Very
the
nice.
fact that, obviously we didn't have one for Charter Oak because we weren't tearing a building down. But since we tore a building down and saved some of the bricks, we've got those as a gift for you guys.
Very nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Talking about this year, we've had a very smooth start to the school year. We've started school since we met last. You may have noticed when you walked in, we have a new art exhibit in the reception area. It features the artwork of our high school art class right now. We will rotate that through with some other sites and showcase some of the talents of our students. A little update on enrollment. We currently have 3,523 students enrolled in the district, which is 19 more than last year. I know during committees, I told you 3,022. Well, we've added one since then. So we're also expecting a few new enrollees that have been accepted on transfers into the district as well. Fall sports are well underway. Volleyball recently claimed the first tournament championship in school history at Lawton Eisenhower. Softball had a bit of a tough start with a very difficult schedule, but have rebounded and just claimed the Bethany Tournament Championship. Cross country just completed another Clay Tartar Invitational with the boys team finishing third, and they were led by Josiah Dement, who finished third. The girls team finished second with Taylor Schroeder earning a first place medal, and I'm sure the talent is credited to her mom. Football might have lost their opener in week 0, but it was against Tuttle in a battle of state runner-up programs from both 4A and 5A. And the home opener is Friday night against the Duncan Demons. We're looking forward to that one. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. The OSSBA has a Region 6 meeting scheduled for Tuesday, September 30th at the OSSBA Conference Center. If you would like to attend, please let Samantha know. I know that we had 5 board members attend the OSSBA conference. We had a lot of great sessions there. Seemed like some of the great sessions were at the same time, though. And so we had to separate and divide and conquer, and I think we did that. And appreciate everyone's attendance there. I think it was a good conference, and I even would say that I enjoyed the remarks from President Harris from the University of Oklahoma. Yes, I did say that. Careful, I'm not going to go that far. The completion date for the Charter Oak expansion has been accelerated, and we now expect to move in over fall break.
Nice.
I know that we've told everybody that we felt like Christmas was an easily attainable goal, but and we'll hear a little bit more from Lane here in just a little bit, but we believe that we can make a fall break move-in, which will get our students at that site out of the portable classrooms, and then we will, in time, move those classrooms to our maintenance area and restore that frontage at Charter Oak to its original look. And the last thing that I have is the new lighting system is operational at Gelsma Stadium. We're looking forward to the brighter lights and the new capabilities of this system, and we will have that on display Friday night.
Great.
And I think it will be, I think everybody will be pleased with what they see. Cody and I and Mr. Chappell and my son got a preview of that the other night after a baseball game. And so I think we could say that when the lights were at 50%, it looked about like it did with the old lights. And so I think we'll really enjoy that. Costs less to run them, and you also don't have to have the cooling time when you turn them out. If somebody were to hit the switch by accident, you can just turn them right back on.
Which has happened.
Yes, it has. So that's my report.
Thank you, Dr. Simpson. Agenda item number 8, Crossland Construction. Lane?
So we are getting very close to finishing at Carl. There's just a little bit of work that was delayed by AT&T, but they are out of the way, and we should be finished up this week with the work, which is why a couple of things I presented to you this month are to financially close out that project. So I'm sure we'll go over those later a little bit more. And then at Charter Oak, like Dr. Simpson said, we have made really good progress, so we're expecting to be done and complete with our punch list by the end of the month to give you guys plenty of time to move in to the new building. So everything's moving really, really well there, so that's been great. But I don't have pictures this month because we're waiting to do final pictures until the last little bit's done, and then we'll be able to get some good professional final pictures done to present to you guys. So that's what I have. You guys have any questions?
You gonna hang around for the?
Yes.
Okay.
For the end of the month, you think, on Charter Oak? Is it in this September?
Yeah, I think we'll be doing punch list at that time.
That's amazing. You guys are great.
Thank you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
I will mention that our visitors from the Boy Scouts, we appreciate you guys being here tonight, and it's my understanding you guys are earning a merit badge for being here, so we appreciate we appreciate your endurance.
Yes. Thank you. Welcome. Okay, agenda item number 9, presentation of Guthrie Public Schools annual 7th through 12th grades dropout report for 24-25 and college remediation report for 23-24 by Mr. Hancock, Executive Director of Personnel and Secondary Education.
All right, President Bedley, Board, Dr. Simpson, come to you today talking about our dropout report first. Remember that this covers 7th grade through 12th grade and a couple years beyond. And that total count, we had 1,485 students. 65 chose not to return to school last school year. Again, state dropout percentages at 4.6 on average. We're showing a 4.38%. Whenever we went in to look at the graduation or the dropout report, again, the number was 1,485. We graduated 232. We showed 6 students that exited to other schools. Some of these were private schools, therefore somewhere in there it doesn't show with the state, and the state didn't accept our records to show that they had went to those schools. 1 exited to an institution. 2 of them graduate or aged out. These may have been special needs students who just basically at the age of 22 were removed from their education. 4 of them went to adult training, which means they went and received their GED, but even though they got their GED, they still hold that as a dropout. 11 students finished school, but they did not have enough credits to actually graduate, therefore leaving what we would count as a dropout of 41 students. Then in our, to talk about our college remediation report, this is our students who actually went to a public institution here in the state of Oklahoma. We had 66 students that were counted for that. Going into their English, this takes count of the students who had to take remedial courses whenever they first entered college. We had, out of that, we had 4.5% that had to retake a remedial English class compared to the state average of 4.2%. Math was at 15.2% compared to the state's average of 17.5%. The bottom three are positive notes for us. With the reading, we had 0 students who had to take any remedial classes compared to the state's 5.5%. And then in science, we didn't have any compared to the state's 0.6%. So,
I will mention, while I was at the conference, and I can't remember if it was in a session or if it was just sidebar conversation I was having with other colleagues, but the anomaly of math, both at Guthrie High School and in the state, is largely attributed to the fact that we have a requirement of 3 math right now that is going to 4, because a lot of students do not take math their senior year. And so then they get to the placement testing at the university and they've got that gap. We are going to 4 math. The challenge has been and will continue to be, how do you find enough math teachers? Because there's not enough right now with the 3 math requirement in the state of Oklahoma to adequately staff that. And so that will be another shortage of potential teaching candidates that districts will endure as we transition to this and have the need for more students in the math classes at the high school.
When does it go to 4?
2028?
Yeah.
Questions or any? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, agenda item number 10, consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Madam President, go ahead.
Madam President, I move that we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Pearson,
Yes.
Schroeder,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Gerard,
Yes.
Huskey,
Yes.
Flagg,
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Okay, business agenda, item 11A, presentation of proposed new district policy, A4, discrimination, harassment, and retaliation.
Okay, this policy, and it brings to you for first reading, does not require action on the board's part this evening. But as the commentary indicates, with the passage of Senate Bill 942, a definition of anti-Semitism to discrimination was added and required by law. And as we reviewed the recommendation, it fell into a completely new policy. So you will see that on pages 144 through 146 of your packet. And
No action.
no action is
Okay.
required tonight.
Okay, agenda item 11B. I guess we don't have any discussion, do we, at that point? This
No,
one?
we can if you,
Okay,
if.
does anybody have any discussion about that policy?
Yeah.
Agenda item 11B, presentation and proposed new district policy D52, Pregnant Workers Fairness Act.
And this is part of a differentiation between federal law for the Family Medical Leave Act and the Pregnant Workers Fairness Act that, as that line was drawn with some changes in federal law, it required us to have a completely separate policy there. And so page 147 is what I bring to you for first reading of that policy tonight also.
Okay. Any discussion? Agenda item 11C, presentation of proposed new district policy G16 flag protocol.
When you read policy G16 on first reading, everything that is contained in there, we already do, and it was already required by state law. And there were districts that adopted this policy last year. It has been my practice to not bring to you policies that are duplicative of state law. But the State Board of Education passed an administrative rule last year requiring that districts pass this policy and place this policy in their district policies too. So we are going to add this, request that you add this to our district policies because it is required by the administrative rules of the State Board of Education. But know that, and you guys know that I'm somewhat of a, well, I am a policy geek on this stuff, but I do not, I've never been in favor of re-reciting state law in a policy because the challenge is if the state law changes and somebody misses that in the policy, then you have two separate conflicting items there. And so that's always an effort to avoid that. But you have my assurance that this policy has already been, as we bring it to you for first reading, is already in place as practice on a daily basis in our district.
Any discussion? Okay, agenda item 11D, recommendation, consideration, and action on district policy F5 transfers, Exhibit A.
This is an item that we are required, as you know, quarterly to approve and ratify by the board, and we recommend no changes to our transfer policy at this time, including the capacities. And this does require action.
Madam President, I make a motion that we approve District Policy F5 Transfers Exhibit A.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Pearson,
Yes.
Schroeder,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Gerard,
Yes.
Huskey,
Yes.
Flagg,
Yes.
Smedley,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 11E, recommendation, consideration, and action upon contingency modification number 10 for Crossland Construction Company.
Contingency modification number 10 is detailed on pages 150 through 153 of your packet. And you will see that this is, at Cotterell, this is cleaning up a lot of last-minute things that were needed to be done, but it still has us returning in the next action a sizable, almost all of the contingency that was originally in the contract. Lane, is there anything you want to mention on this?
No, not unless there's any questions.
Madam President, I move that we approve the contingency modification number 10 for Crossland Construction.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Pearson,
Yes.
Schroeder,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Gerard,
Yes.
Husky,
Yes.
Flagg,
Yes.
Smedley,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 11F, recommendation, consideration, and action upon owner change order 01 for Crossland Construction Company.
Page 154 has the notification and request on this. You'll see that there is a back to the district, $443,481.85 in contingency that was not used, along with the refund of what the percentage for Crossland would have been had we used that as well. Did I butcher that pretty good, Lane?
No, that's pretty good. I do have a couple things I wanted to point out on here. That CMP balance line, so by state law, our fee or our profit on is a percentage of the contract amount. So if we reduce the contract amount, it reduces that. It's just a requirement of state law. Let's see, this is a very similar thing will happen on Charter Oak. We'll have a similar situation. So that's kind of what this is. And this is required to get the final contract amount so we can close out the job financially. And the last thing that I want to point out is I know this is the first, I believe this is the first project that you guys have done through the CM at risk method. And this would not have been possible if you did this job hard bid. I know you've done jobs hard bid previously. That doesn't happen in that delivery method. So that's kind of one of the benefits that we see to clients for doing the CM at risk delivery method is it allows us, if the construction manager does their job correctly, to create savings for the client. And it kind of creates a more cooperative delivery method for the client. So I know that we're continuing to do that on other jobs that we're doing, but that's just you know, a little bit of our point of view on why this is a very beneficial way to do construction projects for you.
I would agree, and I will tell you that, and I think I've shared this with the property committee, but there were several times that Crossland brought things to the table that would reduce the cost of the project while not changing the usability of the project as well in the facility. And really that started with before we ever even turned dirt with the roof structure on the tornado shelter gym, and continued throughout. And it was a very very good situation with our architect as well. And so yeah, it was much different than some of the challenging construction projects that we've dealt with here, or that I've dealt with at other times in my career. So,
Madam President, I move to approve owner change order number 1 for Crossland Construction.
second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Pearson,
Yes.
Schroeder,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Gerard,
Yes.
Husky,
Yes.
Flagg,
Yes.
Smedley,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 11G, recommendation, consideration, and action upon gifted and talented committee for 25-26.
Shifting gears here a little bit, page 155, you have a recommendation of the composition of the Gifted and Talented Committee for this school year, and if you have any questions, Dr. Webster will be glad to answer them for you. Recommend approval.
Madam President, I move that we approve the Gifted and Talented Committee for 2025-2026.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Pearson,
Yes.
Schroeder,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Gerard,
Yes.
Husky,
Yes.
Flagg,
Yes.
Smedley,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 11H, recommendation, consideration, and action upon professional development committee for 2025-2026.
Page 156 is the recommendation of staff for the composition of this committee, and Ms. Walters is present if you have any questions about that recommendation.
Madam President, I move that we approve the Professional Development Committee for 2025-2026.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Pearson,
Yes.
Schroeder,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Gerard,
Yes.
Husky,
Yes.
Flagg,
Yes.
Smedley,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 11I, recommendation, consideration, and action upon choosing the ACT as the district's high school academic assessment for 2025-2026 school year.
Composition of the committee that makes the recommendation that we choose the ACT is listed on page 157 of your packet, and that was the consensus of the committee. Was it unanimous? Okay, so I would recommend that the board approve the recommendation of the committee that ACT be the high school academic assessment for this school year.
Madam President, I make a motion that we choose the ACT as the district's high school academic assessment for the 2025-2026 school year.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Pearson,
Yes.
Schroeder,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Gerard,
Yes.
Husky,
Yes.
Flagg,
Yes.
Smedley,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 11J, recommendation, consideration, and action to update and review the Chase Morris Sudden Cardiac Arrest Response Plan as implemented at all Guthrie Public School sites for 2025-2026.
Okay, pages 158 through 199 of your packet list that plan. However, it was determined that there were what was placed in your packet for the elementary sites and for the junior high was incorrect. You have the correct ones for those sites in front of you. And Mr. Hancock can answer any questions that you might have on those packets. But essentially what it does is it lists the people that have been officially trained by the district, and it lists the locations of the AEDs throughout the district. And so in addition to all of that, all of our coaches have been trained in the AED, in the use of the AED machine as well. And if you have questions, Mr. Hancock will be glad to answer them. I would recommend approval as amended with the information that you have in front of you.
Madam President, I move that we approve the Chase Morris Student Cardiac Arrest Response Plan as amended for 2025-2026.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Pearson,
Yes.
Schroeder,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Gerard,
Yes.
Huskey,
Yes.
Clag,
Yes.
Smedley,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 11K, recommendation, consideration, and action to approve the transcription of math and science credit options taught at Meridian Technology Center.
We're required to annually approve this, the transcription of the math and science credits. If a student is taking courses at Meridian and want to take a high-level science or math course, we want to transcript that at Guthrie High School, and this requires your approval, and would recommend approval of this.
Madam President, I move to approve the transcription of math and science credit options taught at Indian Meridian Technology Center.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Pearson,
Yes.
Schroeder,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Gerard,
Yes.
Husky,
Yes.
Clag,
Yes.
Smedley,
Yes.
No,
7
Indian-
ayes, 0 nays.
Indian, sorry. I'm used to Indian Meridian, sorry.
We knew what you
I
meant.
saw that after I said no Indian.
Old habits are hard to break.
Yeah.
Agenda item 11L, recommendation, consideration, and action upon 2025-2026 estimate of needs as prepared by S&B CPA and Associates PLLC and 2025-2026 financial statement and the authority to publish the same.
You have page 201 in your packet, and also in front of you, you have the documentation for approval of the estimate of needs. Dr. Chappell is available if we have any questions. And I see that our sinking fund millage is at 19.42. So that's going to be a product of the growing NAV and the fact that we have, 20 is our target, but we didn't quite get there because our NAV, net assessed valuation, is growing at such a rapid pace.
Yeah.
Shell, is there anything that you want to add to that?
No, we're good.
Okay.
3% increase from last year.
How much you say?
3% allocation.
Yeah.
Do I have a motion?
Madam President, I make a motion to approve the 2025-2026 estimate of needs as prepared by S&B CPA and Associates and 2025-2026 financial statement and the authority to publish the same.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Pearson,
Yes.
Schroeder,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Gerard,
Yes.
Husky,
Yes.
Clag,
Yes.
Smedley,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 11M, recommendation, consideration, and action upon the contract renewal with
Syllogist.
There we go, Ed, Inc., informally known as Municipal Accounting Systems, Inc., for accounting applications for 2025-2026.
This is our annual renewal of our accounting software. They also handle our personnel records as well. Would recommend approval.
What year are we into on this? What? Really?
Yeah, there's really not,
Anybody else?
Not much to choose from.
no. You may remember they also had our student information system, but we took that away from, but, yeah. And if we go a different direction, the finance team would, let's just say, let's just defer this.
Madam President, I move we approve the contract renewal with Sylogist Ed, Inc., formerly known as Municipal Accounting Systems, Inc., for accounting applications for 2025-26.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion?
I enjoy coming to work.
A roll call, please.
Pearson.
Yes.
Schroeder.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Gerard. Huskey.
Yes.
Clag.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 11N, recommendation, consideration, and action upon contract with the Stacy Group, Inc. for architectural services for 2025-2026.
This is an annual renewal. We keep them under contract so that if we have other items based, other than the projects that we are currently working on, we can utilize their services and have them at the drop of a hat.
Madam President, I move that we approve the contract with the Stacy Group for architectural services for 2025-2026.
Second?
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Pearson.
Yes.
Schroeder.
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Gerard.
Yes.
Husky.
Yes.
Clag.
Yes.
Smedley.
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 11O, recommendation, consideration, and action to ratify the agreement with Synergistic LLC for energy management assessment.
So I believe is last year of that, Cody? Okay. And just for the board's knowledge and edification, Mr. Thompson and I have been looking at potentially what things look like after Synergistic, after this contract expires. If we want to re-up theirs, we've talked with a different firm that approaches things from a little bit different perspective to get potentially more savings that we might consider. But we did not, in the end, we did not want to run these side by side because we felt like one firm might be able to claim the savings of the work of the other firm, and it would be hard to quantify that. And so we put this off because I didn't want one firm claiming the work of another as theirs, and make this easier to, because they approach things differently, and the goal would likely be, if we did that we would try not to lose what we've learned with our relationship with Synergistic, and potentially keep that practice in place, but likely without their involvement, and then look at the other firm to see if we could even roll more savings into that. But that's something that we have essentially nine months or so until we have to start going down that road. And so that's really kind of what our focus has been. We looked at that starting last spring, and then made the decision in July to not pursue that for this year.
When do they come report to us?
They
kind of
typically
on-
come in the spring.
In the spring.
Yeah,
okay.
and to report what their savings is and what they think they can do going forward. And then that will be a time where we decide if we want to continue that relationship,
Okay.
or if we want to look in a different direction altogether.
Do I have a motion?
Madam President, I move to ratify the agreement with Synergistics LLC for energy management assessment.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Pearson,
Yes.
Schroeder,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Gerard,
Yes.
Husky,
Yes.
Flag,
Yes.
Smedley,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 11P, recommendation, consideration, and action upon agreement with Horizons Pediatric Therapy, certified occupational therapist assistant to provide occupational therapy during the 2025-2026 school year.
This agreement is on page 224 through 227 of your packet, and Dr. Webster is present to answer any questions you might have. Would recommend approval.
Madam President, I make a motion we approve the agreement with Horizons Pediatric Therapy, certified occupational therapist assistant to provide occupational therapy during the 2025-2026 school year.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Pearson,
Yes.
Schroeder,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Gerard,
Yes.
Husky,
Yes.
Flag,
Yes.
Smedley,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item number 12, proposed executive session for the purpose of discussing employment of personnel, FMLA requests, resignation, separation from employment, and transfer of position requests, all as set out on the personnel reports, extra duty assignments as listed for 2025-2026, support personnel handbook for 2025-2026, administrator's handbook and salary schedule for 2025-2026, and periodic annual evaluation in terms of employment for Dr. Michael Simpson, Superintendent of Schools, disclosure of which information would violate the confidentiality requirements of state and/or federal law, all pursuant to 25 Oklahoma statute, section 307B, 1, 2, 1, and 7.
Madam President, I move that we go into executive session.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Pearson,
Yes.
Schroeder,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Gerard,
Yes.
Husky,
Yes.
Flag,
Yes.
Smedley,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Okay, agenda item 12B, acknowledge the board's return to open session. Only items in agenda number 12 were discussed in executive session, and no votes were taken. This shall constitute the executive session minutes. Agenda item 13, vote on action as set out on the personnel reports.
Madam President, I move we approve the action set out on the personnel reports.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Pearson,
Yes.
Schroeder,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Gerard,
Yes.
Husky,
Yes.
Flag,
Yes.
Smedley,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 14, action upon recommendation of extra duty assignments as listed for 25-26.
Madam President, I move that we approve the extra duty assignments for 25-26.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Pearson,
Yes.
Schroeder,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Gerard,
Yes.
Husky,
Yes.
Flag,
Yes.
Smedley,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Sorry.
Siri doesn't understand. Agenda item 15, recommendation, consideration, and action upon memorandum of understanding between Guthrie Public Schools and the Guthrie Association of Classroom Teachers outlined in the conditions for maternity leave pursuant to the new state law.
Madam President, I make a motion that we approve the memorandum of understanding between Guthrie Public Schools and the Guthrie Association of Classroom Teachers outlining the conditions for maternity leave pursuant to the new state law.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Pearson,
Yes.
Schroeder,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Gerard,
Yes.
Husky,
Yes.
Flag,
Yes.
Smedley,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 16, recommendation, consideration, and action upon revision to the support handbook for 2025-2026.
Madam President, I move that we approve the revision to the support handbook for 2025-2026.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Pearson,
Yes.
Schroeder,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Gerard,
Yes.
Husky,
Yes.
Flag,
Yes.
Smedley,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 17, recommendation, consideration, and action upon revision to the administrator's handbook and salary schedule, not including the superintendent for 2025-2026.
Madam President, I move that we approve the revision to the Administrator's Handbook and Salary Schedule, not including the Superintendent for 2025-2026.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Pearson,
Yes.
Schroeder,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Gerard,
Yes.
Husky,
Yes.
Flagg,
Yes.
Smedley,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 18, recommendation, consideration, and action to accept any resignations offered since the posting of the agenda.
We have one resignation for the board to consider tonight. It is Adrian Hennington, Fogarty second grade teacher, and I will let the board know that we have already found a replacement for Ms. Hennington, who will be taking over very soon. Would recommend approval.
Madam President, I make a motion that we accept the resignation of Adrian Hennington.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Pearson,
Yes.
Schroeder,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Gerard,
Yes.
Husky,
Yes.
Flagg,
Yes.
Smedley,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Agenda item 19, discussion and possible action on new business not known about or could not have been reasonably foreseen at the time of the posting of the agenda.
We have none?
Agenda item number 20, adjourned.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Pearson,
Yes.
Schroeder,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Gerard,
Yes.
Husky,
Yes.
Flagg,
Yes.
Smedley,
Yes.
7 ayes, 0 nays.
Thank you all for hanging around.